What's going on, guys? blinkFRO here, and before you say anything, yes, this is 2K11 in the video, but I'm not playing 2K11, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I decided to scrap my Fantasy Raptors association, and since I wanted it to be more realistic, I went back into NBA 2K11, and let me tell you this took me way longer than I expected it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a half an hour, quick in, quick out, but nope, it took me like 4 or 5 hours to do this. So I went into 2K11 and we started the off season from there, because as you know, in real life, a lot of players are out of a contract. So since I wanted to fix that, I went back into 2K11, and now I'm doing the off season from 2K11. Smart idea, right? So I decided that I didn't want to resign anyone except for, I think, Jason Smith, right? Jason Smith? Yeah, I was trying to get Bellinelli, but he didn't want to be on my team. So I decided, well, I guess I'm going to have to do without Bellinelli, which I was pretty upset, and he wound up going to the Suns. You're going to see I'm thinking about getting him here, but then I'm like, he's too much, because I didn't know how much money I had to work with. I know it said I had like 8 million, but I didn't know like who I can sign and then what I had left for the mid-level exception. So I was kind of playing around here. So the first guy I signed was Jeremy Lin, because I wanted a point guard for the future, but I just realized he's really bad in 2K12, so I kind of overpaid on him. Because I think what I'm going to be doing is getting rid of Chris Paul and David West before the trade deadline in 2K12 and rebuild the New Orleans Hornets all over again. That's why this series is called Rebuilding the Hornets. So you see I signed Jerry Stackhouse there, and then I'm going to go inside and Reggie Evans, the rebounding machine. So, I got some good players at the league minimum, so Jerry Stackhouse and Reggie Evans. And then I decided that I'm probably going to wind up getting rid of Emeka Okafor. So I went young and got DeAndre Jordan. He is still very, very raw, but he could possibly be the center of the future. So I tried signing him for as many years as I could, for as cheap as I could, because I didn't want to sign him for like 2 years, and then when he got good, I was going to have to sign him for a lot. So then, instead of Bellinelli, I decided to sign Michael Redd, because, Michael Redd's a lot better than Bellinelli. Even though he's older, I can use him for a bit, for cheaper than Bellinelli, and I think cheaper than Bellinelli. And then I can still rebuild once he's gone. And then I signed Mike Dunleavy with whatever money I had left. So you're just going to see me advancing through the days, seeing who I can get. So I got Jeremy Lin there, and then I signed Stackhouse and Evans there. And then I sim to the next day, I believe. And then I pick up DeAndre Jordan, and then sim to the next day. And then I selected both Dunleavy and Redd, thinking like I wasn't going to be able to get them both. Or no, actually I just select Dunleavy because I didn't think I could afford Redd. But then it told me that I could afford Redd, so I was like, alright, I'll take Michael Redd. And then one last guy, I decided to sign Eton, I think it's Eton, for my team, for my bench. And now this is the part where I pop in 2K12. And after hours of making sure everyone's contracts are exactly what it was in 2K11 and moving every player to exactly what team they're supposed to be on, which took forever. Like, I just sat here, like, I really wish I didn't have to do that. So, yeah, after many, many hours of doing that, it's finally time to play NBA 2K12. So, I was actually going to flip through and show you the other key players, but then when I was doing it, I was like, wait, that's kind of stupid. I could just show you the rosters later. So I'm just setting up all of the options, just have the computer do the prospect scouting, because I always forget to do that. And I'm setting my starting lineup here, so it's going to be Chris Paul, Michael Redd, Trevor Ariza, David West, Emeka Okafor, and then I made my 6th man DeAndre Jordan. I don't like Jarrett Jack that much. I made Jerry Stackhouse a bench warmer, Dunleavy a role player, Reggie Evans a role player because I need his rebounding, Pondexter a prospect. I believe I made Jeremy Lin a prospect. Eton Thomas is a bench warmer, and I made Jason Smith a role player, I believe. I'm gonna go through this again and just be all herp de derp here, switching things that I didn't switch before. And I think this is a good start to rebuilding the Hornets. I'm gonna try to get Chris Paul for a young player. probably going to have to be a young point guard like Kyrie Irving or someone like that I can build around. And then get rid of David West and get rid of Emeka Okafor. Upgrade my shooting guard position. I obviously need to upgrade my power forward position. And I like what I have with Ariza. So I'm going to be building around Ariza, DeAndre Jordan, and then that's it. Because everyone else on my team is young or they are really, really old. So the only players that are really going to stay on my team are Ariza and DeAndre Jordan. And probably Jason Smith, because I like his jump shot for some reason. And this is me just going to import the draft class. If you guys were wondering, I don't know how well these draft classes are. So I just wound up downloading the second most downloaded one, because I didn't trust the first one. I don't know why, because it says official on it. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. And I think I assigned my staffs in this video, or I might do it after. I don't know. I'm going to show you my schedule, my team, and a couple players on the other teams. So let me know what you guys think about this. Oh, and one other thing, I uploaded this roster to 2K Share. So if you're wondering, if you have an Xbox 360, go to 2K Share, go to rosters, and just search for blinkFRO, and you'll find the roster that I used. Personally, I prefer it over the default stock roster in the game. And this roster that I'm using does have the rookies in it from the Lorne, you know, from the other video I made. That'll also eventually be on Mission of Sports in case you missed it. I mean, you can always just go to my channel. So the first game I'm going to be showing you is against the Chicago Bulls. And I decided just to show you a couple guys that got signed to the other team. So the Nets upgraded with Jeff Green, which is pretty sweet. The Nuggets lost Wilson Chandler, but got Vince Carter and someone else that just scrolled through. The Hawks got Tayshaun Prince and Kevin Martin. What the hell? Grizzlies got McGrady. The Clippers got Randolph and Chandler. I don't know why they needed Randolph, but they did. The Celtics picked up Kirilenko, AK-47. But that wraps this up. So as always, thanks for watching and tune in next time.